I still say I look good in that. The Watchdog on Wall Street is in the house talking all things financial with us this morning. You've never been in a dress, have you, Chris? We don't have any pictures anyway.
Never say never, right? Okay. Justin Bieber said it, right? He was the first one that said that, right?
Never say never. All right, buddy. Let's talk about Libya. Get serious for a second here and its effect on oil prices. We've seen them go up to $100 a barrel. Your thoughts in general?
Well, I think what we need to take from this as a country is we need to start becoming a little bit more energy independent. I just checked the oil markets before we came on here. We're over $100 a barrel. A couple predictions putting it over 220. That's if all this unrest spreads from Libya going over to Algeria at this point in time. Now, we don't get most of our oil from this area of the world. Believe it or not, we get most of our oil from Canada and Mexico. Right. But it's a worldwide oil market, and anything like this is going to affect it. Now imagine if we were in August, if this was taking place and a thunderstorm happens to pop up that Mitch talks about in the Gulf of Mexico, and where oil prices would be. So it's a bit of a nefarious situation right now. Okay.
Moving on, we wanted to talk to you about this. At what point does debt collection become harassment? And we have a little example to listen to right here.
Laura, call back to 407-281. It is Tuesday the 22nd. I'm in the office until 6:30 p.m. Bonnie, I need a call back. I know you're getting my calls. You're getting my letters.
All right. So when you haven't paid the bills and when these collectors come calling, what are your rights and what are the rights of the people trying to collect the money?
They're not supposed to be making anything up or trying to I guess, threaten you in any way, shape, or form. But you have to understand something. These people who are calling you, they're working on commission. So basically what happens is if you go into debt or whatever it may be and you don't pay a bill, these companies go out there and actually purchase your debt. And they want to obviously go and collect upon it because they purchase your debt at a discount and they want to get paid on it. And these people that are making these phone calls, they get a part of that too. They get a cut. It's a commission. So they're going to do everything and anything they can to try to get their commission.
Okay, and if you feel like you are being harassed?
Yeah, you can go and you complain and do all these various different things, but the reality of the situation, you really don't have much recourse. And the companies that are doing it, the fines are minuscule. So that's why that continues to go on.
All right. If you have questions for Chris, you can send it to us. buzz@dailybuzznow.com is the place to go. He'll be here with us all morning long. Coming up, we have an exclusive live look from Cape.
All right, so a new article out in Wall Street Journal says apparently mo money equals mo problems. It brought in our watchdog on Wall Street, who knows all things financial, to talk about this. They say when you get a pay raise, then it increases your stress level because you put more value on your time, therefore stressing you out. Do you buy this?
I think it depends upon the type of job that you have. If your boss comes to you and you're also taking a look at maybe some of the people within your office are getting laid off, whatever it may be, and then you may get the raise, you may put more pressure on yourself because you want to perform for your boss and you want to make sure that you justify it. A lot of people who are these types of type A personalities, they want to perform, they want to do well. But, as more money comes in, if you're a small business owner, as, you're starting to grow your business, yeah, you lose less time, you have less freedom.
I think it's in the way they phrase it. You get a raise, it stresses you out when so many people, are facing, problems economically. I think it's maybe the timing of it.
Who am I to decide who's more stressed out? Somebody who just got laid off or, someone who just got a raise? It's difficult to say, but,
Thanks for your word. All right. So go to our website for more, Mitch.
The Watchdog on Wall Street is in the house talking all things financial. Chris, let's talk about Chris Markowski, by the way. I didn't properly introduce you. Let's talk about gas prices vis-a-vis Libya. Now, we don't get a lot of our gas directly from Libya, but we see the prices going up anyway. Why is that?
Worldwide global market. It's just big. Think of it like one big oil pool out there. There's one market out there. It's traded. Okay. Right now, it's up about another $3-4 today. You can figure for every dollar increase in a barrel of oil, translates about 3 to 4 cents. We're going to be paying extra at the pump.
Okay. Good argument once again for energy independence.
How about that? you know, how about going out there and getting some of our own oil? I'm not against alternative energy sources as long as it works and as long as the government's not getting involved in subsidizing. But we need to be doing everything. And not drilling in the Gulf of Mexico, not drilling in Alaska, cutting off fields in Colorado is definitely not the way to go at this point in time, because who do we have to rely on? Muammar Gaddafi.
Yeah. Well, and I think, you know, both sides, there's not a lot of agreement nowadays, but the agreement definitely is energy independence, just a matter of how we get there, right? Because, I mean, who wants to keep relying on the turmoil in the Middle East?
Well, you know, what's interesting is Jimmy Carter started the Department of Energy back in the 1970s, and the goal of the Department of Energy, which is a part of our government, was to wean us off foreign oil, and we are now more reliant upon foreign oil today than we were back in the 1970s.
Didn't work out.
Department of Energy, that creates no energy.
Okay. Let's move on to a California Supreme Court ruling that said Williams-Sonoma acted against the state's credit card laws by asking consumers for their zip codes when they use credit cards. Now, we all are accustomed to this. You go to any of these big box retailers, even a gas station, they ask you for your zip code. What do you think about that?
I thought you were going to say that they were going to go after them for overcharging for stuff you don't need. I mean, they do this. Actually, credit card companies actually sometimes they give a discount to merchants if they take part of your zip code, so they cut some fraud. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, when you go to the pump and you pay with your credit card, they ask you for your home billing
Does it
zip
bother
code.
you when they ask for your zip code? Do you think that's a breach of your privacy?
No, that doesn't bother me. What bothers me is the little chips inside stuff, like the little RF chips. And a lot of high-end retailers do that now, where they stick it in a fur coat or something that's really expensive, so when you walk back in the store, they know exactly what you've bought.
Chris, are you okay with weather in your zip code?
Weather in your zip code, is that okay?
Weather in your zip code?
That's what Mitch says every day.
I only say it twice a day.
That one went right over my head. Weather in...
All right, no matter what your zip code.